Good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning to celebrate and recognize some important milestones from the fall 2020 season. As I mentioned back in September, this was going to be a season like no other. We saw our girls' volleyball season pushed to a February start date and dealt with many other challenges the past 2 months. Our goal when returning to campus was to be able to provide an optimal in-person learning environment, give our students a chance to participate in athletics and extracurriculars, and ultimately keep our campus and community safe and healthy. These goals were a big ask, and although we had to pivot to distance learning 2 times this past fall season, we managed to play several games for each program, which in times like these I consider a huge bonus for our student athletes. Before we begin our brief recognition, I would like to first take this opportunity to thank our administration, our faculty and staff, our maintenance staff, our trainer Dice K, and all of our bus drivers. To all of your parents for their support and encouragement of you, our student athletes. To all of our fall coaches who have been extremely dedicated to their team's success this year. We have asked you to continue coaching under very strict guidelines and protocols, pivot to distance coaching twice, and ultimately run your programs under a very different philosophy this season. I am grateful for your dedication and commitment to MBS. Finally, I would be remiss without thanking my department, who has had to wear many different hats this past season to ensure our operations went off without a hitch. Specifically, Kathy Fleming, Mike Sturgeon, Scott Green, and Rachel Platt. Your hard work, dedication, and continued support of MBS athletics are palpable. Each season, your value to our programs and students is immeasurable, even more so this past fall season. Due to COVID-19, each of our fall programs were given schedules that looked very different than in past seasons. This fall, we were placed in a small pod of local high schools to limit our contacts, and our travel and overall games played were reduced. The Prep Conference and Morris County associations did not run their postseason tournaments, so unfortunately, we lost those competitive opportunities. Our postseason state tournaments are still being held and seeded by region, again to cut down on travel and mirror the Department of Health regionalized areas. Despite these restrictions, our fall programs still managed to see some success. The field hockey program competed as both a solid varsity and JV team this year. The participation numbers in this program grew by 40% since last season. Currently, the varsity team stands at a 4-1 record. They have been seeded number 3 in our Northwest region and will host Madison High School at 2 p.m. today on Burke Field. Our JV team holds a 2-1-2 record to date. This program still has 2 divisional matchups to play, and we look forward to their progress in the state tournament. The cross-country program worked hard all year and competed in a few conference dual races where we competed against top runners in our conference. The team was led by senior captains Logan Yeager, Luca Akuzu, and Ryan Recupero. All of the runners improved over the season and recorded several personal records as the season progressed. We had returning athletes Andre Chabra, Luca Akuzu, and Logan Yeager all break 20 minutes on the 5K course. Newcomers Jonas Weinman, James Gordon, Luke DeAndrea, and Ian Patchett also contributed to the varsity team, in addition to returning runners Robert Beck, Ryan Recupero, Jonathan Hong, and Jacob Tinkelman. We also saw freshman Bridget Ewing compete as an individual female racer who consistently placed in the top runners on our team. The JV team had a group of very hardworking runners that progressed greatly as the season came to a close. We had 7 boys and 1 girl compete at the state level this past weekend. Our boys team finished 5th overall. Logan Yeager medaled, placing in the top 20 athletes for the state meet, and Bridget Ewing placed 22nd overall in the girls' race. The football program has had an excellent year this year on the field despite losing games due to shutdown. This year, our Metropolitan Independent Football League did not compete as a league due to the inability to compete out of state. However, the 4 New Jersey teams made a commitment to a robust schedule. Currently, the varsity team sits at 3-0 with a thrilling come-from-behind victory this past weekend against Pingree. With only 1 week left in the fall season, we are looking forward to closing out the season with a trip to MKA for our last football game this coming weekend. A highlight also for this program was a come-from-behind 28-10 homecoming win over MKA. The girls' tennis program was our only program who was able to complete a full divisional pod schedule this fall season. Both the varsity and JV teams finished the season with a perfect 8-0 record, with the varsity team earning the Blue South Divisional Championship. Although our team was ranked number 1 in our Northwest D non-public region for the state tournament, we unfortunately had to withdraw due to our school pivot to distance learning. Hannah Blake, our team captain, despite missing time with a foot injury, finished 3-1 at first singles. For her high school career, Hannah had 38 wins and a 2019 county doubles title with Sophie Schramm. Olivia Siegel finished the season with a perfect 8-0 record, splitting time between first and second singles. She led the team with a key win at first singles against Hanover Park. Her on-court successes were recognized when she was voted Daily Record Athlete of the Week during the season. Sophie Schramm finished the season with a 6-2 record, splitting time at second and third singles. Rhea Shaw and Campbell Blake finished a perfect 5-0 at first doubles. Campbell also went 2-0, filling in at third singles. Julia Yermak and Mira Ramsamy finished a perfect 7-0, splitting time between first and second doubles. They did not lose a set all season. Seniors Sarah Karbachinsky and Madeline Sperling saw time at second doubles, defeating Whippany Park. Samara Green and Maya Beide won a crucial match at second doubles against Hanover Park. Samara also had wins at Madison with Campbell Blake and third singles at Whippany. As you can see, the talent in this program is deep, and we look forward to the continued growth and development of all of the girls' tennis players. The girls' soccer program currently sits at a 2-4-1 record at the varsity level and finished the season 0-3 at JV. This group of girls showed leadership and fortitude when faced with challenges this season. A highlight for me was watching them come from behind to tie Morris Catholic 3-3 in the rain on Senior Day after returning from a 2-week hiatus, and a come-from-behind win against St. E's this past Saturday. They are seated 5th in our Northwest non-public region and will travel to Pope John tomorrow to begin a state tournament run. The boys' soccer program unfortunately was dealt with a tough hand this fall. In addition to our school shutdown, we were faced with the shutdown of every boys' soccer program in our divisional pod at various times this season. Currently, at the varsity level, they are 0-2-1, but will travel to Hawthorne Christian this afternoon to begin their state tournament. At the JV level, they are currently 1-3 and managed to play a freshman game as well. With a few divisional pod matchups still to confirm for this week, we are looking to finish this week on a high note. Each season, we highlight the importance of our successes, but also the importance of sportsmanship amongst our programs. Sportsmanship is not just the common courtesy of shaking an opponent's hand after a game. It is the act of conducting oneself within the rules of fair play, having respect for others during the competition, and being gracious in winning and in losing when the contest has ended. At MBS, we expect coaches, officials, players, and spectators to act correctly and demonstrate fairness and equity in all contests and relationships. Both sportsmanship recipients this season were nominated by their coaches and unanimously selected by the committee from the pool of nominees. This season, we are happy to present our sportsmanship awards to 2 student athletes who, according to their coaches, have been committed to their respective programs and epitomize the definition of sportsmanship. At this time, I would like to welcome Coach Michelle to the stage to present the Fall Female Sportsmanship winner for this season.
Good morning. Sarah Karbaczynski has been a member of the girls' tennis team for 4 years. In that time, Sarah has proven to be a tremendous competitor, teammate, and most importantly, person. One instance this season perfectly exemplifies why Sarah is so deserving of this Sportsmanship Award. Our team had just completed a win over St. Elizabeth's. At that time, word was coming out that school would need to go virtual due to COVID concerns. After I had addressed the team, Sarah stepped forward and spoke to her teammates. Out of concern for the emotional well-being of her teammates, Sarah spoke from the heart when she reminded her team that she and other seniors were there for anyone feeling alone or scared at the prospect of another shutdown. Her words helped to make a sad and difficult situation more bearable. To have such a respected teammate and friend as Sarah step forward to calm a tense situation was invaluable. In that moment, Sarah showed what coaches, teammates, and our school have known about her. She is caring, thoughtful, and a wonderful representative for her school community. In a normal year, Sarah Karbaczynski is deserving of this award due to her exemplary conduct on court with teammates, coaches, and opponents. This year certainly has not been ordinary. I am very fortunate to have seen firsthand what a caring person Sarah is. She displayed absolute selflessness in that moment at St. Elizabeth's, recognizing that her team was hurting and her words of support were just what the team needed. Girls tennis and the MBS community are very fortunate to have someone like Sarah to represent our school. Congratulations, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Michelle. At this time, I would like to welcome Coach Callejas to present the Fall Male Sportsmanship winner for this season.
Good morning. My name is Andres Callejas. I am the varsity boys head soccer coach. Anthony is an incredible individual. He's a phenomenal role model that always leads by example. Anthony's kind, polite, selfless, and always has a positive attitude. He always respects opposing coaches, players, referees, and his teammates. He's a fierce competitor, but never allows his judgment to be clouded. He always does the right thing on and off the field. He's always the first one to shake the hand of an opposing player when a game has ended. He always helps opposing players and teammates when they are injured on the field. Throughout his high school career, I remember Anthony always telling his teammates that they always had to be the better person and not engage in trash talking or negative actions. He would always encourage them to play their game and beat them on the field. Anthony always accepts responsibility for his mistakes and works hard to learn from them. He always has a smile on his face no matter the situation. He looks to always see the positive in everything. Anthony, I'm very proud of all your accomplishments. This award reflects who you are as a person and what your core values are. You have the best attitude, and I have no doubt that you will go very far in life. Congratulations, Anthony Bernardo.
Thank you, Coach Callejas. Thank you for your attention today. I wish our teams still competing this week the best of luck. My hope is that we can finish this fall season strong. I wish everyone a wonderful Thanksgiving next week. Hopefully you are afforded some time to relax, recharge, and spend some quality time with your family. Thank you, and have a great rest of the day.